All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Jason Brown here. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you are a new viewer, I truly appreciate you coming by, and I hope you learned something. And if you are a returning viewer, I truly appreciate your continued support. Now, today we're talking about a very entertaining subject for me, and it's called this stupid things people do with money. Now, yes, I do have a little problem. I observe other people's lives and how they spend money, and I always end up scratching my head and saying what comedian Sebastian Maniscalco is famous for saying, and that is,
why would you do that?
now today I've narrowed it down to a top 5 list of things that I think are stupid uses of money. So we're just going to dive right into it. Now, the first thing is buying a new car. Now, my brother-in-law, who is a GM of a car dealership, hopefully he will not see this video because he will certainly not care for what I have to say. And I don't think he's around, so I think I'm good to go on this one. So I have a lot of notes here. I got some information from Dave Ramsey's website that I wanted to share with you guys. Very, very good stuff. Now, the average cost of a new car is now over $47,000, which is complete insanity. So that's the first problem. Now, the second thing, people are financing cars for 72 months. That's 6 years. And the average cost of a loan payment on a car is $503 per month. So you can see buying a new car is already very, very expensive these days. And I'm recording this in 2022, 2 years into the pandemic, and we've seen what's happened to the car industry. Used cars and new cars, the prices have skyrocketed because of the supply chain issues and whatnot. So there's that issue going on too. So you're already going to pay more. Now, so the big issue with me is buying a new car is just the depreciation. It's going to go down so much in value. So according to Dave Ramsey, after 1 minute of buy, so when you drive your car right off the lot, you immediately lose about 11%, 10 to 11% of the value of the car, just driving off the lot. Now, after 1 year, you're going to lose about 20 to 30%. And a lot of reports are going to tell you you're going to lose 30% of the value in your car after just 1 year. And after 5 years, this is where it gets really, really unsettling, is after 5 years, you're going to lose about 60% of the total value of a brand new car that you drive off the lot. The new car will depreciate approximately 15 to 25% per year until it hits the 5-year mark. So that means if you bought a new car for $30,000, after 5 years, it's worth about $12,000. That's the 60% depreciation value. So you can see this is a tremendous decrease in value that you need to take into account when buying a brand new car off the lot. So it's just something that you want to take into account. So what I always tell people is like, hey, if you really want a brand new car, why can't you just buy a year-old car? I mean, I've seen cars that are 3 and 4 and 5 years old that still look like they're in brand new mint condition. So you can save a tremendous amount of money by just buying, 1, 2, 3-year-old car, as opposed to a brand new one right off the lot where you're going to lose all that depreciation in the value. So that was my first one, buying a new car. Try to avoid it if you can. One last tip on car buying is if you can buy from a private seller as opposed to a dealership, you're going to save a lot of money on junk fees and potential taxes and all these other fees that you're going to get hit by with a dealership. So if you have the money, if you can finance it maybe through your bank, or if you have cash to pay, go online and see if you can find a car from a private seller, and you will save thousands of dollars just by doing that. So there's my tip on the cars. So number 2, this one's going to be a good one. Gambling and playing the lottery. This is one that is just a total head scratcher to me. I see so many people that buy lottery tickets and scratch offs, and people get so enamored with, the jackpot Mega Million, $600 million. Oh my gosh, it's up to $750 million. I got to go get some tickets. And here, let's talk about the odds of winning. The odds, yes, that's right.
Never tell me the odds.
The odds of winning the Powerball jackpot are 1 in 292.2 million. The odds of winning the Mega Millions jackpot are even lower, 1 in 302.6 million. So this is where it gets fun and entertaining. So you actually have better odds of being killed by hornets, bees, or wasps. 1 in 54,093. You have better odds of becoming the president of the United States of America, which is a 1 in a 32.6 million chance. You have better odds of going to the emergency room with a pogo stick injury, 1 in 115,300. You have better odds, this is the one that people always say, you have better odds of getting struck by lightning, 1 in 10 million. You have better odds of getting crushed by a meteor, 1 in 700,000. And you have better odds of becoming an Olympic athlete, 1 in 500,000. So you get my point. There's a whole list of those online that are really entertaining to read of how your odds are better. Now, here's what's interesting. The average American spends over $1,000 a year on lottery tickets, or anything lottery based. And that's, I didn't realize that. That was a little bit of a surprise to me. So the lottery, it's a huge, massive industry. The lottery business is an $81.6 billion business. That's how much sales they made in 2019 alone. And then if you think about like the gambling industry, which is kind of the same, Las Vegas, where people go to the casinos, the 24 casinos in Las Vegas alone in 2018 had a revenue of over $72 million. So it's a big business, but the odds of winning extremely low. So you kind of have to be prepared to lose money there. So again, that's, not really a good return on investment if you are looking to make money. So I would pass on that. So next one, number 3. Number 3 is one that we all get sucked into. It's subscriptions and memberships. Now, there's such a long list of these things. The big one, of course, is the gym memberships. Amazon Prime, which they just jacked up their rates again, I think by 17%. That's another thing you need to think about. Do you really need Amazon Prime? Do you really need a gym membership? I actually know coworkers who have 2 gym memberships and they never use any of them. There's a gym in our office building that coworkers have a membership to, and then they have memberships to gyms by their house. So I guess it's just a matter of convenience, whichever one they want to go to. But the thing is, you get these gym memberships and you never go. And it's just like a piece, it kind of makes you feel good. Like, yeah, I have a gym membership. I can go anytime I want, but then I never go. But you're paying, $50, $60 a month, whatever it is. You're just flushing money down the toilet. So that's a big one. Tons of other ones, music streaming sites, gaming sites, cloud storage sites, home security systems, newspaper, fitness apps, dating apps, meal services. All those are examples of subscriptions and memberships that are just, you sign up for something, you forget about it, it's withdrawing, 5 or 10 or $15 a month out of your account, and you might use it, every once in a while, but are you really getting the value of it? Is it really worth you spending all this money on? So go into your account and see what all the memberships you have and see what you can cut. Maybe you can save a lot, like hundreds of dollars a month based on how many memberships you have that you don't use. So that's a good one. So the next one, number 4, this is a big one. I actually forgot about it, and I asked my dad. I said, hey, what are some things? I told him about this video idea, and he said the number one thing for him is manufacturers' extended warranties. Now, most people are going to tell you that these are a total ripoff. All these consumer advocates like Clark Howard's of the world, they're going to tell you extended warranties specifically for cars are a total scam. So you don't really need those. And I'm going to tell you guys my personal story on extended warranties. I've never bought one before until recently. We bought our very first one, and I'll tell you what happened. We had bought a brand new refrigerator. We actually recently renovated our entire kitchen. So with that, we bought all new appliances. We had to have the matching stainless steel. Everything had to look good and new and fresh and clean. So we got the brand new refrigerator, and lo and behold, it wasn't even 3 years old and the thing died. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, there's no way. I mean, we can just get this fixed, right? So we called a repairman. He comes over. He charges us $100 to look at it. And he says, you need a new refrigerator. I said, what? He says, yeah, this has died. I said, okay, that's crazy. So he said, and he recommended he says, the next refrigerator you buy, he says, you need to buy the extended warranty. And I said, okay. He says, these things are going to, they're made to break now. They don't last as long as they used to. And I said, well, this is crazy. It's not even 3 years old. So we bought a different brand, and we bought, I think the longest warranty we could get was 6 years. And I want to say it was around $200 or $250. So I went ahead and just bit the bullet, and I said, let me just go ahead and get this, because we don't want this to happen again. We don't want the refrigerator to die after 1 or 2 years. So that's really the only time I ever bought one, was because of what happened before. So most of the time, extended warranties are going to be, kind of a waste of time. You really don't need them on, appliances and stuff. Apple Care always tries to sell you their I think it's up to $200 now, maybe $250 now. Do you really need it, or can you just buy a nice, solid, secure case for your phone to protect your phone from dropping and cracking it, as opposed to the Apple Care? I mean, a lot of these things are simply just, they're trying to upsell you. They're trying to upsell you on products and services that you'll never need or never use. And the old joke is, when you buy the extended warranty, it's going to break the day after the warranty ends. So that's I've seen that happen as well. So, and here's a quote. Speaking of Dave Ramsey, I talked about him earlier. Here's what he says about extended warranties, which I found on his website. He says, the fact is, extended warranties are overpriced. The reason people sell them, because they make a bundle on them in commissions, says Dave Ramsey. I don't recommend buying extended warranties ever. So there's Dave Ramsey's thought on that. He's pretty adamant against it. There are times where you might need one, but really it's more wise to protect against something breaking by just having an emergency fund or a savings account. Put that money into a savings account, and then you have the money to either repair or replace it, as opposed to just buying a warranty for 1 or 2 or 3 years, and then your item is going to break in year 4. Then you're screwed, and you just flushed all that money down the toilet for no reason. So that's what I would recommend you doing there. So the last one, the fifth one, the last thing that stupid things people do with their money is buy a boat. Now this one, I've known a lot of friends that have had boats, and that's what I recommend to you. Have friends that have boats. Don't buy a boat. Now, unless you are filthy rich and have so much money that you don't know what to do with, yeah, you can go ahead and buy a boat, because the cost of buying and maintaining a boat is astronomical. So you know what they say? The famous quote is, there's the 2 best days to own a boat are the day you buy it and the day you sell it. And that couldn't be more true from what I've witnessed and observed through friends and family who have owned boats. Now, the boating industry, it's a big industry. It's a $170.3 billion industry in the U.S. alone. On average, the cost of maintaining a boat is about $2,000 a year. So here are some of the costs of maintaining a boat. It's not just buying a boat or a trailer. There's tons of expenses involved. So here's just a few of them. Taxes, insurance, registration, mooring and dock fees, trailer, you need a trailer to haul it around, winter storage, maintenance, gas, safety kits, GPS devices. So all that stuff adds up to thousands and thousands of dollars. So buying and maintaining a boat is a massive expense. And my advice to you on that is either A, if you desperately want a boat, you can rent a boat. That would, be a good idea. Just go rent a boat for the weekend. See how have some fun that way. Or make friends that have boats, and you can borrow their boat or go out with them on their boat, and they will let you participate in their outings on the boat and on the water. So that's my advice on the boat. So there's my top 5 list of stupid things people do with money. That's just 5. I know you guys have a lot more. So put in the comments, what did I miss? What are some of the most ridiculous things that people spend money on that's just a total waste of money? What do you guys think? Put it in the comments below. I'd love to see them and respond to some of those as well. So until next time, my name is Jason Brown. Thanks so much for watching. If you would like to subscribe, I'd appreciate your support. I talk about all things related to money on this channel. And if you stick around for a few extra seconds, there will be a couple more videos that will pop up on the screen that are going to be related to this topic. If you want to check those out as well, I would appreciate it. And if you want to check out the books that I wrote about money, you can go to my website, which is yourmarginmatters.com, and see all my blogs, videos, and books. And until next time, this is Jason Brown saying to always remember, it's not the amount of money you make, but the margin that matters the most. See you next time.